Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim, Ukakadash. And Brother Markov.
And we want to speak about a lesson and speak about how wickedness is always going to be exposed. You know, the light is always going to shine over the darkness. If you want to start off in Luke 8:17, because the lies, the lies are always, the lies cannot be hidden. The truth is always going to come out.
8:17, you said?
Yeah.
For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, and anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad.
You read the NLT. Okay.
I don't got my resources. I only got the KJV. I only got the Bible right now.
I could get it. You want me to get it real quick?
Yeah, get the NLT, because that one says light in there.
Oh, okay, go on. You said Luke 8:17, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go on. Luke 8:17, and this is the NLT version. It says, "For all that is secret will eventually be brought into the open, and everything that is concealed will be brought to light and made known to all."
Yeah, so everything's going to be brought to the light. That means that the light is always going to shine in the dark. Like if you're inside of a dark room and you have a small light on, you're going to be able to see that light, on the other side of the room. Even though it's a big room, you're still going to see that small little light on the other side.
Correct.
So read it again, Bible teacher.
Yeah, Luke 8:17, it says, "For all that is secret will eventually be brought into the open, and everything that is concealed will be brought to light and made known to all." And Slacky, bro, I was gonna say that shit that's going on with that stupid ass Deacon Haka, everything's brought to light.
That's right. So like if we're in the dark room, the dark room is this world, because this world, it's just this whole world is just a dark world, and the light are the ones who have the truth,
The dark world.
Yeah. So we're the ones who have the truth. We're the ones who we can expose the lies. We're able to expose the lies and bring out truth.
Yep.
And keep going on that.
Luke, you said Luke 8:18, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Luke 8. Oh, Slacky. Luke 8 and 18, and it says, you want to read in the NLT or
Yeah, you can keep going.
Okay. It says Luke 8:18, it says, "So pay attention to how you hear. To those who listen to my teaching, more understanding will be given, but for those who are not listening, even what they think they understand will be taken away from them." Ooh, shit.
Yeah, so we need to pay attention. It said pay attention to how you hear. How are you listening? Like, to who are you listening to?
Yeah.
Because like you said, that guy Deacon Akar, he's being exposed, and he was saying that
Man.
His woman was bringing it all out,
Yeah.
and she recorded him, and he was caught saying, if I wanted to, I could just say, fuck the Israelites.
Yeah. Like he put it saying, like I could put that to the side and get real carnal, real violent with you,
Yeah. But, you can't just say fuck the Israelites, if you're an Israelite.
Yeah.
I got a precept. Luke 8:12. Those by the wayside are they that hear. Then cometh the devil and taketh away the word out of their hearts, lest they should believe and be saved.
So he got exposed by his woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then GMS is doing a bunch of videos, and now here comes Elazar,
Try being a Captain Sable.
Yeah, Elazar to back up Deacon.
Yeah.
And he's saying that that it's Great Millstone's fault, because we're the ones who said, leave your wives and leave your children and beat up your wives and all this shit.
Well, that's the scripture right there when they say that they hear, but they didn't do it.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen to them here, because Amawan Gabar, he did a video and said that at that same time when they were saying to leave your wife and kids, he was still in the truth. That was a long time ago. And now today, he's still in the truth. So he didn't listen to that. I mean, he didn't fall off, because that's a stumbling block. But he didn't leave his wife and kids. He's still in the truth.
Some people take it too literal, and they can't digest it. How does it make you feel when somebody says, "Oh, you're doing a great job," or "You're doing something good"? Like, it makes you feel good, right? So then you're gonna keep doing it. But if something makes you feel conflicted, you don't know how to deal with it.
Yep.
But the best thing to do is, this is how you know if you're a real man, when you make the choice. When you make the choice, whether it's good or bad, regardless of the consequences. Sometimes you're gonna fuck up.
I got a precept. This is Matthew 13:10. It says, I'll read to 11. It says, and the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? 11, it says, he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. So it's not given to them, though, because I understood what the apostles and the elders were talking about. It's like if your woman or the children are holding you back from this truth, though, then you gotta separate yourself from them, because it's too much of in the way of this truth, though. Because this truth comes first, and then is your family, though.
That's right. You come first before your kids. I mean, the Lord comes before your kids.
Exactly. So these guys took it, like his brother said, they took it literal.
Yeah. It's like when you buy something and you have to put it together, and there's instructions. Sometimes if you don't follow the instructions, you might not be able to put that thing together.
You're gonna miss a screw.
You're gonna miss a screw, or you're gonna fuck a thread up, or you're gonna lose a piece, or you're gonna break a piece.
Yeah, and that's gonna fucking.
You gotta think about it.
Yeah.
You gotta think about it.
Damn. You want to read that one again? In 18.
God. Luke 8:18, and it says, so pay attention to how you hear, to those who listen to my teaching. More understanding will be given. But for those who are not listening, even what they think they understand will be taken away from them.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the instructions that we have to follow is the same instructions that One West taught. It goes all the way back to One West.
Exactly.
You know, and the only camp that followed One West when they all started branching out was Great Millstone. You know.
Yeah.
They're the only camp that followed the real teaching. You know. But then the other branches, they started coming out with some weird doctrines, you know?
Yeah. And if it wasn't for the apostles, we wouldn't even know so much about the elders, you know, because they're the apostles are the ones that talked about them, though, you know, Jacob, King Maisha. It wasn't for we wouldn't even know of these men, though, you know, like we knew of them, but we heard the stories through the apostles about these great men.
They followed their elders.
Exactly, because even Apostle Gabar, look at his what's that, avatar, or the it's the two elders, though, you know.
Oh yeah.
Apostle Gabar's his profile pic.
Yeah. So he still gives double honors to his elders.
Yeah. Well, it's like the first book of Matthew's. Like when you go read it, it's nothing but people in a lineage. Like the book of the generations, and this is Matthew 1:1. The book of the generations of Yahweh HaMashiach, the son of David, the son of Abraham. So it keeps going into a line. So you have to remember those in the past. And how to get here.
Yep.
And everybody already knew that that Sakari sect was bad, and that's the protection of swine.
Yeah.
Right.
So they're not paying attention, to the teaching, like as it said in Luke 8:18.
I got a precept. This is Matthew 10:26 and the NLT. But don't be afraid of those who threaten you, for the time is coming when everything that is covered will be revealed, and all that is secret will be made known to all.
Read that one more time, Salakia.
All right. This is Matthew 10:26. But don't be afraid of those who threaten you, for the time is coming when everything is covered will be revealed, and all that is secret will be made known to you. Well,
yeah. So all these fallouts, they're getting old, Salakia, I want to go back to Luke 8:18, where it said, those who are not listening, even those who listen to my teaching, more understanding will be given. So the more you listen and understand, the more, understanding you're going to have, for the teaching.
Yep. And that's the great millstone, starting from the apostles down.
That's right.
You learn more as you learn this truth. You learn more and more, though.
It's like a movie. In order to understand the movie, you got to watch the whole movie.
You might have to watch it twice or 3 times or 4 times.
Yeah.
You might have to read a precept 4 or 5 times, or maybe for a week, or maybe for a month.
Yep.
That's right.
Depends on your level right here.
How you got to understand, just like a test at school, how you got to pass that test,
Yeah. Because even the Bible, the books, though, from you could connect things from the book of Genesis to the book of Revelation, though.
Yeah. That's why it's connected.
Yeah. That's why it says precept upon precept, though, because anything from the Genesis you could get out of the book of Revelation, though.
How can you just have the New Testament?
Yeah, because my woman's wife, she said, oh, that she didn't believe in the so-called UFOs, right? But my woman even knows that the Bible speaks about the chariots, the clouds, though. So, but her tia said, like, well, that's in the Old Testament. But I was like, what about Revelation 1 and 7? When it talks about the cloud.
Yeah, I got a piece of proof when you said that about the Old and New Testament.
Yeah.
It's in Hebrews 8 and 8. For fighting fault with them, he saith, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah. So the house of Israel and Judah are from where? The Old Testament. Yes.
Exactly.
And he said a new covenant. So
yeah,
man.
gone. Because what about the? Oh, it's like,
go ahead, brother.
No, I was gonna say, what about the? Was it Revelation 14 about the 12,000 for each tribe, though? From the tribe of Israel.
Yeah, where the hell are you going to get them from?
They're going to go back in time?
You have to go back to the old source. See, everybody's using their brain now. You know what's going on is everybody's playing a video game, but nobody got the Nintendo Power magazine for the secret codes. There used to be a magazine I used to get, and it was called Nintendo Power, and it shows you all the secret codes to all the games. And then when you got stuck on a game, you would go to that magazine. Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah,
but it's the same with the Bible. Like that's everybody got the same look.
Remember that Power Glove?
Mm-hmm. And it was just a fucking glove. It didn't do anything, but it made you think you were doing something, right? It's called Power Glove. Yeah, that's what Deacon Kaka and Gorilla Tech Brew were doing. They got into their fields, and this is how you know, because they have that feminine spirit, because a woman would accessorize. And what that means is they'll buy things to make themselves feel better and look good. Mm-hmm. A man will improvise. He'll work out and read more and be smarter, internalize that thing and improve on himself. Mm-hmm. So a man will improve on himself, not accessorize. Yep. Meaning, I'm not going to show you, brothers, that I'm a real Hebrew Israelite by buying gold and putting earrings on and fasting every day. I'm going to show you that I'm a Hebrew Israelite by studying and knowing what the fuck I'm talking about. And then we all agree, because that's the only thing to agree on is the truth, right? And when people say, oh, I don't believe in the UFOs are the chariots and the aliens are the angels, well, then explain how the Holy Spirit works, because that's the Holy Spirit.
Yep.
The young brothers want to get Romans 6 and 17.
I got it. You want it in the NLT or the KJV?
NLT.
All right. Romans 6 and 17. Thank God once you were slaves of sin, but now you wholeheartedly obey the teachings we have given you.
That was the wrong one, but that one still goes too.
Oh, which one?
16 and 17.
I got the wrong one, all right. But like it. Let me get 16.
That one went too, though, because it said teaching too.
Okay, let me get them both then.
Oh, yeah.
This is Romans 16 and 17. Don't you realize that you become the slave of whatever you choose to obey? You can be the slave to sin, which leads to death, or you can choose to obey God, which leads to righteous living. Thank God once you were slaves to sin, but now you wholeheartedly obey the teachings we have given you.
And the sin is coming out. The punishment is coming out, from the sin.
Yep.
And another thing is, there's still that old sin, There's still that old sin that the Bible talks about, and
still from your reincarnation,
And then we still got the curses on us. So what's that all about?
Yeah, and then a lot of Christians like to say, "Oh, because it'd be sin. Sin was from the Old Testament, right? So why is it being spoken about in the New Testament?"
But I guess that's why they don't care about the pedophiles or the Epstein files or the ICE agents killing Mexicans. That's why they don't care about that. Right? Because there is no sin. You can do whatever you want. It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense though. Yeah, because in the next cap with Romans 8 though, it says the wages of sin is death. So if sin was something of the Old Testament, why is it being spoken about in the New Testament? You see, these Christians don't know what the fuck they're talking about, man. Because it clearly tells you right there though, and it even tells you what sin is in the book of I believe John, right? 1 John. It tells you what sin is, and that's in the New Testament.
Yeah. Want to get Romans 16 and 17?
This is Romans 6 verses 16 and 17, right?
Yeah.
Romans 6 verses 16 and 17. Don't you realize that you become the slaves of whatever you choose to obey?
So Romans 16 and 17.
Oh, Romans 16 and 17.
Yeah, it's like that.
Romans 16 and 17. And now I make one more appeal, my dear brothers and sisters. Watch out for people who cause divisions and upset people's faith by teaching things contrary to what you have been taught. Stay away from them.
Yes. Yeah. So watch out for these Israelites who used to teach. They used to teach the right way. But what happened? They switched up, and now they ended up falling off.
Yeah. Because the Genesis, they denounced the names. They said the heathen could be saved.
They used to teach the right way.
Yeah.
And the reason why they denounced the name is because they have to take that 501c3 charter because of all the money they got.
Yeah, because even though his woman said if he stopped teaching the real name, that he'll get more money. That woman, his woman said that.
It doesn't take a gene ball. It does take, what I'm saying is we're from the tribe of Issachar, so we're already on that we're smarter than most people, and we're not trying to be smarter. That's just the way the Lord made us.
Yeah.
But when things are being said like that, and we read across the Bible, we're like, well, what the fuck? We're putting two and two together, you see? Because a G-Wagon, what's a G-Wagon? How much does it cost? $200,000 for a G-Wagon?
I'll do some I'll do some research on that.
Because it's a thing of status, right? So remember I said a real man doesn't accessorize, he improvises, he improves himself. So, if I'm walking around with a big giant gold necklace and gold sunglasses and I'm decked out on the outside, what's the inside looking like?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it says here a G-Wagon costs from like $153,900 to $195,500. So where are you getting that money from, huh?
He has a house still.
Oh yeah.
So he has that G-Wagon. He has a house. He has a wife. He has all them clothes and all them jewelries. How much did he get to stop teaching the name of your house? What a sucker.
Man, sold out for a G-Wagon. For 150,000 though, man.
I bet you got like 3 million because there ain't no way. You know, he's a. If you can't say the name, you got a 501c Charger, right? Just
That's
like
right.
Nathaniel,
Mm-hmm.
IUIC, and they're a corporation. You know, they are a corporation because what's a corporation? A corporation is someone that has a business model.
Business, yeah, money coming in.
They got a board of directors, and that's all their people that they have sitting behind the seats and the cameras. Come on, man. You guys are crazy. You think I don't fucking know? You think the Lord didn't put me through all those things that I went through just so I can fucking be an idiot? Come on, man. I can tell people right now that you're a business. You're a business. You're all about money. You got a tax exemption. You got tax write-offs. You got paid to lie and tell people that Yahushua ain't the name. Well, guess what? That's the name that's going to kill you.
Yeah. And yeah, why is it that it says established in 2003? Like why is that important though? You know, it says IUIC, you know, and then the bottom will say established 2003.
So you have to have a business date of establishment.
Yeah, exactly.
If you look at what they're doing, they're taking donations in the form of money, and they all wear the same clothes, which is a business, right?
Yep. Shit.
Or a business like a police.
Yeah, or
they all wear the same fucking attire.
Yeah, you were fucking people work at McDonald's. Wear the same fucking uniform.
And that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
If you're working for McDonald's, you're all wearing the McDonald's shirt, right? These are McDonald's Israelites. Israelites. But the sad truth is, it's important for them to exist.
Yep.
Because some people have to get killed. That's not me. That's not me saying it. Of course, I'm verbally speaking it. Don't take it twisted like you always do. But you're gonna have to die out there, and that's just true.
You want to read 17 and 18 together?
In Romans 16?
Yeah.
All right. This is Romans 16, verses 17 and 18. And now I make one more appeal, my dear brothers and sisters. Watch out for people who cause divisions and upset people's faith by teaching things contrary to what you have been taught. Stay away from them. Such people are not serving Hamashiach our Lord. They are serving their own personal interests by smooth talk and glowing words. They deceive innocent people.
They're serving their own personal interests. You know, only what they're interested in. You know, they're really not interested. You know what Yahweh Shema Shai wants. You know, because it goes against their glowing words. You know.
Yeah.
And that word innocent, it's not what you think. I'm looking it up right now, and it has nothing to do with what you think innocent. It says without guile or fraud, free from guilt, fearing no evil from others, distrusting no one. But that means that you just don't know.
Yeah.
If you go back to that word, it says unsuspecting.
Yeah. It's really a person who's ignorant. They don't know the name, so it's okay to lie to them. You know?
But they're ignorant and they don't do research, and that's really what the thing is that your frequency, your brain, your pineal gland is so fucked up that you can't even take the fucking words.
Yeah.
They're going in your
Someone who doesn't know the truth and someone who knows the truth, they can easily lie to them. You know?
Yeah. That's why it's just to deceive the hearts of the simple, you know? It's someone that doesn't really know though, you know?
Yeah. It's easier to lie to them.
Yeah.
Why do you think the country is like it is? It's all fucked up. Babylon America is all fucked up.
It's nothing but confusion of lies. You know?
Yeah.
Even time. He's up there lying to your damn faces about the Constitution. He's breaking laws in your face, and you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
They're having Congress on the TV, and they're putting these motherfuckers on the stand, taking an oath, which means if you lie under oath, you're going to jail. And these motherfuckers are lying on fucking TV under oath, and they don't do a goddamn thing about it. You know?
Yep.
It pays to lie. You know, you get paid to lie.
It's very lucrative.
Yeah.
That's why they got their fancy. You know, they dress all fancy and shit. If you want, you could get a subscription from their channel where you have to pay monthly. You know,
That's right.
Yeah.
you have to get a monthly subscription, and you know, how many members do you think they have that are paying every month? You know, to their account. Thousands.
And the woman too, you know. That's why they gotta get the woman too, you know.
Yeah, because a woman would like to buy stuff.
Exactly.
It's targeted marketing wise, and that's a study that's been done on it. But can you imagine if they had 10,000 subscribers and they're paying $5,000 each? That's 50,000.
They have a online. You could go to their web page. You could buy all kinds of things.
Merchandise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why they can't keep the name, because they can't pay the taxes. They can't afford to pay no business taxes.
Damn. But you could buy all kinds. So you could buy garments. You could buy necklaces. You know. You know, anything. You know. Like merchandise. You know.
Yeah.
And how much you think that's, you know, racking up the money, you know?
A lot.
Because they sell sweaters, jackets, you know?
Hoodie, beanies,
Yeah.
socks.
Like $50 each, almost probably like $100, you know?
And I bet you this is what I suspect happened. I bet you when they got approached, they got sat down in a business office in a bank, and they said, "This is a contract, and we're going to teach you how to use your business money. You're going to take a business loan out, and you're going to start a business, and you're going to get a 501c3 charter, and you're not going to pay taxes, and you're going to keep the money, but you're going to have to do this and that and this, and you can't teach the name, otherwise you're going to jail."
Damn.
You know.
And that's believable to believe, man. That's believable to believe, though. But you tell other people, though, man, they're not. Nah, I don't think so. But I understand. I believe it, though.
They would never do that to us because you're unsuspecting. You're unsuspecting. You're not innocent. You're unsuspecting.
Yep, you're hot.
Basically, you're a motherfucking retard, man.
And also, how they edit their videos, you know, they make it look stunning, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Like the movies, though.
It's all for show, right? They're all for money. You know, this is how you know that the money is involved, because you need money. Everybody needs money, right? But when you have so much of something, you can say stupid stuff, right? Because remember back in the old books in the Old Testament, there was a ruler, a king or something, and he went to war, and he said, he told the Lord, he made an oath with the Lord. He said, "If you grant me this victory, I'll sacrifice the first person that walks out of my home."
Oh, in the Book of Judges, yeah.
Yeah, and his daughter walked out, and he had to fucking sacrifice her.
And she didn't buckle up against him either, though. She just took it.
Yeah. That's how you know that someone is proud, because they have too much. They have too fucking much, and you get proud.
You want to go to Isaiah 8:20?
Can I get this precept real quick? Proverbs 23:23. I'll read it in the NLT. It says, "Get the truth and never sell it. Also get wisdom discipline, and good judgment. See, it says get the truth. It never says get the truth,
Yeah.
and you know,
Yeah,
and
get the truth and never, never let go of it.
yeah. But it's
When you never let go of something, it's always in there, right?
yeah.
That's like when you have your favorite video game and you save the progress, you're not going to delete it because that's your favorite video game. That's like your favorite scripture, right? You keep it in here and you know how to act.
Because then all that information will be lost.
Damn,
Yeah, exactly.
What did you know?
And you spent hours on that. You spent hours, days. You said to your friends, I can't go hang out. I gotta go play this video game and get the progress going. Well, that's how the truth is. You can't hang out. You're done hanging out.
You want to beat the boss, right?
Yeah. I got that Isaiah 8 and 20.
Yeah. You got the NLT?
Yes. It said, Isaiah 8 and 20. Look to God's instructions and teaching. People who contradict his words are completely in the dark.
Damn. So it said, look to God's instructions. So look to God's instructions. That's the law. The law is the light, and anything that's not the law is dark. Is darkness. Yeah. So it said in the KTV, it said to the law and to the testimony. Look to the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem because they don't know how to turn on the light switch.
It's they're looking the wrong way. They're looking the wrong way.
Like I heard that. Have you remember when Apostle Gabar was saying, when you go into a house and it's dark, you're always reaching, put your hands on the wall, see, walk around until you could feel the light switch. Well, sometimes there's a scorpion on that wall, or sometimes there's a fucking spider. So if you're not smart enough to leave the light on, you're leaving yourself subject to that, right? Oh shit! Have you ever got bit by a spider? Hell no, that shit hurts.
Yeah, big ass bump.
You get a big ass bump, right? And then you start thinking about it. And then you'd be like, I should have left the fucking light on. When you leave the light on, it's okay. Have you ever passed by a house, that the light's on in the front? That house, sometimes they leave and they come back. They leave the light on just in case they leave at night so that they can unlock the door and be safe, right? That's very smart.
Yeah.
That light represents the scripture. You're going to leave the scriptures in your head and the light's always going to be on. And you're always going to be, okay, I can't do that. You know what? That sounds very lucrative, but I'm going to keep teaching the name, and I'm going to keep teaching that we're Hebrew Israelites. Thanks for the offer, pal, but no thanks, because I know I'm going to get something way better than whatever you got planned for me. Thanks. But
Yeah.
they didn't do that. They were like, I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know what the hell happened to them.
Yeah. I got a precept. Matthew 5 and 15. It says, neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on the candlestick, and it is given light into all that are in the house. And 16 is the part right here too. It says, let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. So it's what we're doing right now.
So we got the light, but they don't even want to see the light because it blinds them. It blinds their eyes.
They're putting on sunglasses, them IACPK sunglasses.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, yeah. That's why they wear glasses.
Fucking, I'll be wearing sunglasses indoors though.
And
That's all.
Yeah, if you guys look at each other's eyes, you can see my eyes, right? I can see your eyes. I can see your eyes, and you know, we're good. We're on a level. But what's going on when you have sunglasses? I can't see your
Can't
eyes.
see nothing.
Are you fucked up? Are you high? Are you drunk? What's going on behind your head? You know?
The eye is the window to the soul. You know.
Yeah.
That's right.
The eyes are the windows to your soul. That's the only way you can see inside, of your soul is through your eyes.
Yeah, and when you look at somebody, you could tell if they're lying or telling the truth, Because one thing when a person is lying, they look to the side a lot, though. It's like they could tell you something, and if they look down or they look to the side or scratch, like this nigga over here lying though to me right now.
Yeah, they did a study, and the people that use that information are the CIA or people that do interrogations.
Yeah, the body language too.
Body language. And it's very, very true.
He said that in Scarface. He said the eyes, they never lie.
The eyes don't lie. Yeah.
And you could tell, man. You could tell a lot about someone's eyes, about how they look.
Yeah.
You can tell if you're gonna have a good conversation or a bad conversation.
A brother brought out a video. This one guy, he got an implant in his eye. He changed his eye colors.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's called transhumanism, and they're gonna be robots like cyberpunk. The next thing they're gonna get is that RFID implant, the MOTB, so that they can have finance. That's all they need now.
Damn. They change their color just by their phone on the app.
Oh, that's through the app on the phone.
Yeah, I think somewhere.
Yeah, no, I believe it though. So it goes to show that we're getting closer to the MOTB, man. The data centers are being built everywhere. Fucking, we're getting closer to the MOTB. Is literally right there. They just gotta make that shit mandatory.
That's why they need a data center so they can process all the information of people, billions of people scanning shit all the time with their fucking wrists, where you going, tracking you, tracking your car.
Because they got to hold all that information somewhere, though. Because if people are going to get the MOTB, imagine all that information within they got to held, though. So it's understandable. That's why the data centers, they're there, are being built,
And they're going to use a lot of water. They're going to use a lot of power, electricity.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's electricity rate's going to go up. Everybody's water bill's going to go up. Everybody's gas bill's going to go up. Drinking water is going to be super expensive. Like, I'm not kidding you. Like, this right here, that's going to be like $3 or $4 for one bottle. Once they get those detention centers,
they got
data centers. It's the same fucking thing because they're going to detain information.
Yeah.
They're going to detain your cyber self in those data centers, and that's going to be come on, man. Yeah, what you're doing is not a good thing for the earth. It's not a good thing for humanity. Yeah. It's going to create maniacs because what's going to happen to the wildlife? You have to kill all the wildlife that you're going to build those data centers on. Apostle Tahar said that one of them was 65 miles squared.
Yeah.
65 miles in every direction. That's 230 miles. That's almost the distance from here to Los Angeles.
That's fucking big.
That's a 4-hour drive.
God damn.
They take all the farming too, the farming areas.
Yeah.
And then what the fuck are you guys gonna eat? You fucking idiots. Oh wait, you're gonna eat people because when they die, you make them into McDonald's hamburgers.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's true. Because what you said about the wildlife. Because watching this movie called Hoppers, that's super bad. Yeah, because that's what remember they had that fake tree. It was metal. It was so they could make the animals leave because it was throwing a frequency. Yeah. So they're showing you in these movies too, man.
And it's telling the kids that. It's telling the fucking kids that.
Yeah.
food because where's the deers or the cows or even the cows are going to be affected. Everything's going to start getting cancer.
No good. It's gonna be no good.
And that's why you're going to get those boils from those RFID things because of the radiation from the data center communicating with the fucking chip.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's why they tell you turn off your fucking Bluetooth when you put your phone next to your bed. Turn off your Wi-Fi when you go to sleep because all that shit messes with your sleep patterns and the frequency and your DNT.
Yeah, that
Just
does.
imagine 10, 230-foot facilities, or even 5, giving off high-ass frequencies like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Read that Isaiah 20 and 21 together.
Isaiah 8, verses 20 and 21.
Yeah.
Look to God's instruction and teaching. People who contradict his word are completely in the dark. They will go from one place to another, weary and hungry, and because they are hungry, they will rage and curse their king and their God. They will look up to heaven.
Damn. So that sounds like these fallouts, because it said they're going to be and they shall pass through it hardly. So read it again. How you read it?
All right. Isaiah 8, verses 20 and 21. Or you want me to just read 21?
Yeah. Because it's because there's no light in them.
So, verse 21, they will go from one place to another, weary and hungry, and because they are hungry, they will rage and curse their king and their God. They will look up to heaven.
Yeah, they'll go from one place to another, and then they're gonna start to be hungry. So that's these fallouts. They don't know where to go now. And they're gonna start getting hungry. For this word, and then they curse their king.
Yeah. So, for those that curse their king and their God, that's like Sakari, the Genesis, GOCC. They're gonna say it's those GMS guys. Go get them and go put them in prison and go get them the guillotine.
Well, it's that thing with Alazar though, backing up Deacon though. Well.
Yeah.
They learned this from the GMS though. It was like hold yourself fucking accountable.
Those motherfuckers are the ones that are gonna try to turn us in. If you made friends with Deacon Kaka and Gorilla Shebrew, guess what? And if you have a communication with them, they are not your friends. They're gonna turn you in when it's time to turn you in.
They're gonna say the Warriors did it.
Yeah, because that's why Deacon Kaka said, if I wanted to, I could say fuck the Israelites, which is what he wants.
Yeah, because the Warriors, they were like the Israelites because they were righteous. They didn't do anything. They were being deceived.
Yeah.
But they were trying to get back home.
And they had to cross different territories and.
But they took everybody out.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
And that's like going place to place, being taken away from your home, and you have to find another home, and you just don't have things together. Because in the Middle East right now, it's a wicked situation. It's a wicked situation. You got the IDF soldiers terrorizing kids, brutalizing kids. Like
It's just a bunch of killing every day.
Yeah. How do you, as a man of God, How can you even kill something that doesn't deserve it? Like, you can look at somebody and be like, "Oh, that's just a fucking kid." Like, how can you get mad? You know how when you get mad at someone and you want to feel like fighting them, and you know that you're gonna fuck them up or might even kill them, and then how could you look at a child like that? You know, how could you look at a pregnant woman like that? Like, I hate you so much, you gotta die. Like, that's fucking wild, man. Because the whole thing is, be fruitful and multiply. Right? That's what the Lord said. Be fruitful and multiply. You were placed on the earth to be fruitful and multiply.
Yeah.
And to be at peace with every man if you can.
What's wrong with these motherfuckers, man? Like, these guys are wild, man. Like, it's crazy.
Read verse 22.
Isaiah 8 and 22. And down at the earth, but wherever they look, there will be trouble and anguish and dark despair. They will be thrown out into the darkness.
And so that's where they're at right now. They got thrown out into the darkness.
Yeah. Yeah, because even with that guy Alazar, like, man, how are you going to get out of that whole pegging situation? Your woman went to the Esau to get, you know what I mean? And then you told her to dominate you, though. And it's like, how do you, man, you're in outer space right now, bro.
There's no way back into the light.
Hell no. How do you redeem yourself?
There's no way that you can look at another man and try to give him direction. There's no way that you can open up the Bible and even read it.
Nobody wants to listen to somebody who is pegging. You know?
Got pegged.
Yeah, look at, because when you open the Bible, you're opening the face of Yahweh. This is his face, because he's looking at you when you're opening it. And Yahweh's words are right there. So
yeah.
And then while you're reading it, they're looking at you and they're watching you. Do you know that angels are all around us all the time? They're watching us. They're watching us have sex with our wives. They're watching us take shit. They're watching us this. They're watching us wipe our ass. They're watching us in our most intimate moments. And then, how are you going to escape that? Oh, look at this nigga right here sticking things in his booty hole, wishing it was a pee-pee.
Yeah. I mean, in the scripture, it talks about can't be a sodomite. So it's not like, oh, he read everything but that. He read around that, or he skipped that. I mean, it's a law, though.
Hey, maybe he just hated it. 3 snaps in a circle, right? Like that fucking living colors, those fruity guys, those zesty guys.
Oh, yeah.
He hated it, and then he went bam, bam, bam.
Yeah.
That's wild, man. And I guess that's why Cardi B left him.
Yeah, see? So that dude's out of here, man. That dude's out of here, and any chance he gets to try to talk down on Great Millstone or anything, he's there though. But it's like, man, you nobody know, bro. You nobody, and your homeboy, your ex homeboy, Demon Haka, he's nobody either, man. So it's just a cycle of a chain reaction of these these fucking demons, man.
Ephesians 5 and 13. What is it? Because we want our light to shine everywhere. This whole earth.
Well, that's why I talked when I read Matthew's the 5th chapter. Talks about let your light be known to men.
That's right.
So that's what we're doing now.
That's right.
I got Ephesians 5 and 13.
Yeah.
But their evil intentions will be exposed when the light shines on them.
See, so the darkness is going to be exposed. So no matter where you go, you're going to be exposed. Just like in the movie The Matrix. Remember when Smith, he was overriding everybody. He was making a copy of himself. He was making a copy of himself throughout the whole world.
Right? Yeah.
it's a good thing to be in a place where you're shining the light through your eyes, and that's what exposes the evil in people. That they can't look at you in the eyes. You know, they can't look at you in the eyes because that's the light, and there's light in here. There's a word of Yahushua in there.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Light.
Just like Superman, where does the beam come from? It comes from his eyes.
His eyes, though, yeah.
Yeah. That's a good example because Superman had X-ray vision. Now, I want to put this into perspective so that everybody in the whole world can understand. If Superman had X-ray vision and he could see people's naked, you know, he would have to control it to not see them naked, right? So if he could see inside your heart, then because he could see in people's heart, and he would be like, "Oh man, this guy's wicked," or "This guy's bad."
Oh yeah, he can, yeah.
Yeah, he also had that ability. So, you know, and the way we do it is we just have a conversation. So, and if like when you go to the doctor will be like, "What's wrong?" And you'll be like, "Oh, my throat hurts." And they'll be like, "What's going on?" And then you'll be like, "Well, I drank hot oil." And then they'll be like, "Well, that's the problem. You drank hot oil. You're not supposed to drink hot oil. It'll burn your throat." And then you'll be like, "Oh, okay, I'll stop doing it." So, oh man, that doctor really knows what he's talking about. So now, the same way, you're like, why the fuck would you peg yourself? Why would you stick something that's going to hurt you that is clearly against the scriptures? And now his lights went out.
Now he's trying to get it back. He's trying to get it back, but it's not working.
Like that's what I said. He's in outer space, man. He's so dark. He's in outer space, though.
He's trying to
just remember
the lighter is trying to spark it, but it's
no
not
fluid.
lighting.
That's bad because it's getting real dark. It's getting real dark.
Yeah, dark days ahead.
Yeah. So what should you be doing? How do you know about keeping your light in there? You got to keep bad thoughts out of your head. You got to keep reading the Bible. You got to practice being a peaceful person with everybody. Even though you might want to mess people up, punch them in the face sometimes, and it happens. But you don't. Because of the scriptures, right? The scriptures tell you lay no hands upon a man suddenly.
Yeah.
You don't have to touch him. You just gotta put curses on him. You know.
Yeah, like how we did. Like, remember that fucking demon? We were out there by the Panda Express. That motherfucker that lived across the street, though. His shit's all boarded up, though. He was pissing me the fuck off, man. But you know, the good thing that day, though, the brother Mawan was there to just cool things down, though, you know, because this demon was really pissing me off, though, you know. But we took off, though, and now remember, brother, that was our last day there at that spot because we were gonna go to the park, though. And we went to brother car. We put curses on that, you know. And he approached also this brother Kawak, though, and his I believe you're with your son. Same demon, though. Same fucking demon, though. We all put curses on dude, though. The next thing you know, motherfucking house is boarded up.
And it's still boarded up.
Yeah. I passed by there, and that's just still boarded up, though, you know. So yeah, don't get me wrong. But he was agitating us, though, man. But, you know, he was agitating the shit out of me, though, too. But, like I said, the best thing was just to put curses, though, you know?
And that's how it happens. You just put it in the hands of your angels.
Mm-hmm.
See, the curses are blessings, you know?
Yeah.
I got a precept. Ephesians 5:14. For the light makes everything visible. This is why it's said, awake, O sleeper, rise up from the dead, and Hamashiach will give you the light. So we're not sleepers anymore. Yeah, and the light is his name, Yahushua, Yahweh,
Yeah.
Just like the sunlight, the sunlight it gives you a house, it makes you live.
Yeah.
But without sunlight,
Yeah. You need that vitamin D though, that sunlight.
Some doctors will say, put on your sunscreen. That's going to give you cancer.
Yeah.
But some people can't absorb the sun. That's called the Edomite. Because if I'm sick, all I have to do is go outside and get some sun. Take off my shirt. I'll feel a little better, like in 2 minutes, guaranteed. And as soon as the light hits me, it starts making me feel better.
Exactly.
That's because you're a sleeper. You're sleeping all the time. You're not getting no sunlight. So
that's why they're vampires. You open up the curtain though, the shit hits their face. It hurts them though,
That's right.
Yeah. And right now it's the worst time to be going. He was in the light. They were all in the light, and they went back into the darkness.
Yeah, because they
trying to feed off the blood now.
Yeah, because remember they're all cocky. They go into camp with sticks. You know what I mean? And there was another one where Deacon with his weak ass punch socked some Edomite though, whatever. They were all promoting all this shit like it was good though. I forgot what he said though, but he put a comment though. Like you mess with Sakari or the Deacon, or you get I don't know how he said it though. But anyways, they were promoting shit like if it was all good and gravy though. But I got a scripture right here. Titus 1:7, it says, I'll read it in NLT. It says, a church leader is a manager of God's household, so he must live a blameless life. And then it says, he must not be arrogant or quick-tempered. He must not be a heavy drinker, which I believe that Deacon was a heavy drinker, I think. And it says, he must not be a heavy drinker, violent, or dishonest with money. And this motherfucker was all that. So he went against what everything.
That's basically what it's like. You can tell that he's not good with money because the first thing he did was get a G-Wagon.
A G-Wagon?
Like that song, money, clothes, cars, and hoes, or some shit.
Oh yeah, that's all a nigga knows.
And he has I think he still has a Hellcat. He said he had a Hellcat.
Oh, that was it was him and Alazar, right? Yeah. Well, both of them probably have one though,
Yeah, dude, that's at least $100,000 car right there.
The Hellcat, yeah, gone.
I bet you have to pay insurance for it.
You could probably make a MTV Cribs video.
They can make an MTV religious video, man. They can teach weirdos how to be weird.
Yeah, this is.
He had a big sword too.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
That sword, it looked expensive,
Like a real sword, like an actual sword.
Yeah, a real sword. It was heavy too. Like he couldn't even hold it.
What a retard.
Fucking yeah. Yeah, it says a Hellcat usually costs 80,000 though, roughly 80,000.
Yeah.
A Hellcat.
That's with the black key fob. It has a red key fob. They have a red and a black key fob, so you get 2 key fobs.
Okay.
And that shit is expensive. And not only that, you got to put premium gas. So now you're putting the best gas. Not only that, it's only going to last you up until 50,000 miles. Then after that, it's worthless.
What a fucking waste.
Well, I got the last one. I got one more. Colossians 1:26. The mystery that was hidden for ages and generations, but is now revealed to his saints. So what? Only the
28. Since they taught it foolish to acknowledge God, he abandoned them to their foolish thinking and let them do things that should never be done.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Cause like you're buying a Hellcat, you're buying a G-Wagon, that's about $300,000 in debt. So you know they got a 501c3 or something.
They got something though, definitely though. You just don't pull some and from like a G-Wagon though, you know what I mean? Hell no, you gotta have something going on though.
You know what kind of car G-Wagon must be? It must be a nice motherfucking car. Something about that car must be so spectacular.
For him to lose his soul.
You know what? That's got to be a badass car. That's all I'm going to say. Because you gave up being co-ruler of the whole goddamn galaxy, the universe.
Yeah.
Existence itself.
Yeah, because he wanted the kingdom now. He couldn't wait. You know? That's why he had all the wives. He has the chariot, right? Probably got a big house though. But he wanted the kingdom now. But it's like, why? When Esau's kingdom is going down.
Yeah, this is the worst time to be a sellout.
Yeah. And that's the thing though, it's like he wanted the kingdom now though. You know, he wanted the kingdom to be still ruled by Esau though. But he didn't want Yahushai kingdom to come though. So what can you do with a fucking person like that? You know?
Well, you're gonna do it. He's gonna let them do the thing that should never be done.
Yeah.
That's why in the dark, that's why people do things in the dark, because they can't be seen.
And the worst part about being in the dark is you don't know who's in there with you. Not just you. There's boogeyman's in there.
Yeah.
It's always, it's always something in the dark. It's always something scary in the dark.
Yeah. Yeah, like that movie, what's it called? Is it called Blaze though? When I think that guy from the George of the Jungle comes out, and the devil it's a female. It came out like in 1999 or 2000, and he wanted stuff though, but it always got a catch to it though. Like one of them, I remember he wanted to be a tall, NBA player. So the devil made him tall though. But I guess what came with that he had a small, pecker. So every time he made a wish though, he got it though, but it came with the catch though, every fucking time though. So yeah, you might like something at that moment, but at the same time, it has catch to it though. You were coming in a time with Jacob's trouble. Is that G-Wagon going to save you from the trouble? Is that G-Wagon going to save you from the missiles? That shit ain't no fucking tank. Even a tank doesn't survive a fucking ICBM missile strike.
That G-Wagon has a control monitoring tip that you don't make the payment, it's not going to start.
Oh, no shit.
And it'll track you. There's about 15 different tracking devices on it, and you're not even going to find one of them because you don't know where to look. And you don't even fucking care. So here's the thing. When you turn on that car, the first thing that's going to happen is it's going to send a signal to whoever owns it. The leaser, you're the leasee, and it's going to say, yeah, the payments are on time. Okay, we can turn it on. And then it'll turn on. If you miss a payment by even a fucking second, when you turn that key, it's not going to turn on.
Yeah, see how that G-Wagon house works for him too, like I said, in those times, though. Let's see if he can still afford it.
Because it's going to be your death trap.
Yeah. And you know how the Most High is, man. The Most High will make it where, yeah, he dies in that bitch, though. He's probably going to crash into, he's probably going to crash in that G-Wagon, though. And make it, like damn, Yeah.
And everybody's going to see it.
Yeah.
It's not a G-Wagon. What? A G-Wagon is a fucking Jeep. It's a Jeep. It's made by Chrysler. You were better off getting an Escalade, a Cadillac, which is made by Chevy or GM. But still, why paying for that much for a car? And that car is going to be your death because it's got control monitors. It's got so many chips in there that if you don't make the payments, it's not going to turn on. You know that in my car, in my Hyundai Sonata, it steers for me. It tells me that there's cops. It tells me to slow down. It said, okay, you might need to take a break. I'm not really driving that car when I drive because it steers for me. It brakes for me when there's a car coming in and I don't see it. So what the hell makes you think that it's your car? It's not your car. You're renting it.
Yeah. That's right.
It's sitting there just driving down the streets and then the car turns off. It should be in that movie Get Out or
Leave the World Behind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is off of the beast technology, you know?
Yeah.
I got one more. So, John 3:19. This is the verdict. Light has come into the world, but people love darkness instead of light because their deeds were evil. The light is Yahushua. He came into the world, but still, these people, they still follow darkness. They still follow Esau.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what Russia's doing? Russia's they're releasing a bunch of pictures about the real color of Yahushua.
Russian icons.
The Russian icons.
Yeah, that was a chess move. That's a chess move, though, you know, from fucking Putin, though, you know.
Yeah, you find those pictures online.
Yeah, I believe so. There's even books though, but the books are really expensive though. But I mean, they're real though. They got them books though too, but they're real expensive. I wonder why.
And also they have libraries with books, but they don't have those books in their libraries because they got an order to throw away those books or burn them. That's why they have sales like every year for the library books that are getting put on a list that says that they're too old. And you throw them away. That's how I got some of my books. I went to a library that was throwing books away, and I bought some books.
So even the history is gonna come. It's gonna come. You know, it's gonna be known. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Remember that movie with the I don't know what his name is. It's the Batman, but he has guns, and if he got caught with a book, that you would get killed. It's pretty weird. So they're hiding history right there, and they're hiding books. And if you know how to read, you're an outlaw. That's crazy.
Shit, that's what they were doing at the time with slavery, though. When Jake, though, you know, the slave books, and they weren't, able to read, though. You know what I mean? Because it was outlawed to them, though, you know?
Kind of sounds like the Book of Eli, because they wanted that book, you know?
Yeah, look what everything they went through. Yeah.
The 1611. It's got the Apocrypha in there. But it's written in Old English, Latinized English, so that you won't find any J's.
Exactly.
I'd rather not have no J's in there.
Yeah, because with the I, right? It says Isus. Yeah. Yeah. So because when it said the J came about, 1520 something? So it came out after the letter J. Yeah, I think it was 1523 or something like that. So not even after 1511, the J came about, though. You know, the letter J, though. So they added that in, though. Yeah. So, man, these devils know what they do, man. These devils know what the fuck they do, though. Because the thing is, though, is why would they switch the name though? Why wasn't it like still Jesus, but now it's Jesus though? Because why did they force that letter J in though? You know?
Yeah, so that you don't call on the right name.
Yeah.
And that way the Lord would get mad.
Yeah. So it goes to show these devils been playing chess though, you know? Because in reality though, you could replace that J with the Y. Because you ever ask a Mexican, a certain Mexican start to say Job, they'll say it like with the Y, Job. Even Ishakar knows they don't use the letter J though. They'll replace it with the Y. Even in our spirit though, because they don't say. You ask a Ishakar like say job, they'll say Job. They'll use like the Y though,
Yeah, there's the word Jeremiah.
See,
with the I.
With the I, yeah.
Like Yuck in the box.
Yeah, that's how the Ishakar from Mexico sound like. They can't say the J word. Yeah, because even in our spirit we know not to say it though, like we don't fucking say the J word,
That's right.
Yeah.
So with that, you brothers got anything else?
Okay.
That'd be it.
Gone, yeah. So with that, hopes edifying. I want to give all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakatash.
Double honor to the elders and apostles of the great millstone camps for teaching us the truth of the Bible. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect scattered around the world. Shalom.